Every day we always try to be aggressive and progressive and be innovative in terms of efficiency, productivity, animal welfare, employee productivity and welfare. We're always trying to be better than we were the day before.
It's this mindset that keeps McCarty Family Farms sustainable in terms of staying economically viable, supporting the surrounding communities, and protecting natural resources.
We've always tried to be as progressive in terms of sustainability as possible. We've always tried to do more than what was required of us by the state in terms of environmental audits, that sort of thing.
Every bit of water that we use on the dairy is reused multiple times. Every bit of fresh water that the cows drink or that gets flushed in my parlor or gets sprayed out of a hose, it ends up on our lagoon. It gets used at least once in that lagoon to come back. We use a recycling pump in my lagoon to come back and flush the barns. Once it's flushed the barns, I also have another pump in the lagoon that we used for several pivots we used to dewater and fertilize the land.
The McCartys have always cared for the cows and the land. But with growth comes new challenges about sustainability for the future. The McCartys know there is a lot at stake on their farms, and it's important to manage financial risks and keep the business strong.
The industry changed so fast. The volatility became so big that if we did not come up with a way to eliminate our volatility and get with something consistent, the chance of us being successful long term was going to be challenging. One wrong turn in the markets and you lose so much equity, you lose everything you worked for. We couldn't handle that. So we had to find consistency.
A new relationship with Dannon helped the McCartys manage this market volatility so they could focus more on controlling costs.
Stepping into this model, this form of processing and on the backside of the model with Dannon ensured that we didn't have to worry about volatility. We had to worry about controlling costs and predictability. And we feel much more comfortable doing that than we do trying to be a soothsayer and outguess what the corn market's going to do.
This same growth also brings new responsibilities to the community. Supporting the local communities has become just as important to the McCarty family as caring for the cows. They realize what a large part of the community they have become, and they don't take that responsibility lightly.
When we moved out here and we steadily grew and we realized ultimately the impact that we were having on the local school systems, it moved from being something that we didn't really consider to being something that is a driver in how we try to hire people, where we try to structure our growth, and something that we are very, very much aware of anymore.
In fact, the McCartys work very closely with the local communities and school systems so that their business can positively impact the area. They recently worked with the local Economic Development Foundation in Bird City when they looked to expand.
They saw the impact that we had on the school system and the local community with job creation and enrollment in the schools. So they approached us. They wanted the same thing. So we started this dairy in 2007. We're approximately 30 kids in the school right now, a lot more to come in. So it's been a positive impact from that standpoint, and the community's been very accepting to us. It's a good area, good people, good community. I'm glad to have my family here.
Our reception in the community has been very positive. When we moved here, we knew no one, zero. But we've tried to be good neighbors. So as a result, we have a lot of good neighbors. I mean, everybody reciprocates. We've had a lot of employees. I think now between the 3 dairies and the plant, we're employing over 100. So with communities out here where schools have been on a decline, bringing people in with kids has made a big difference.